Welcome to Rootstem, and welcome to a 40k narrative game. Right, welcome to this narrative game. We're going to be putting a little bit of a story behind this one. We're going to be playing the Crucible of War Data Recovery from the Vigilus Defiant book, page 140. And what we're going to be basically doing is, the story is that there's been a Mechanicus planet disappeared off the radar for 40 Imperial years after the great rift that tore across the galaxy. Inquisitor Helena has discovered and rediscovered this particular planet. They have come back into the Imperial fold, but she is not convinced. She's part of the, I believe it's not Hereticus of the Inquisition, and she's trying to figure out why. She sent spies into the Mechanicum, trying to figure out if they're loyal or not. The data that the spies have sent out have been sent out in data canisters, which will be arriving upon one of the moons of the Forge World planet. Hence why we're playing on a very rocky, outcroppy type world. And she's enlisted the aid of the 2-second army, which is basically orc hunting in a nearby subsystem at this moment in time. Which, when you see my force, you'll know why I'm saying I'm orc hunting, because there seem to be a lot of orc hunters in there. So the Mechanicus, that's been discovered. They're trying to stop these data storages from being discovered. Nobody knows why. Is it heresy? Is it something else completely? We don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Guess who's back? Beep boop boop.
Oh my god. So this is the Imperial force. This is a power level of 80. It's an Imperial soup army. So we've got Space Marines, we've got Guard, we've got Deathwatch, we've got an Inquisitor. Yes, that does mean I have to cart around several books to be able to play it properly. So, the Inquisitor herself, she's not the warlord on the actual army, but she is going to have the Inquisitorial mandate, which I'm spending the command point for. That allows her to take a warlord trait and a relic. This is Inquisitor Helena. She's part of the Ordo Malus, and she is a Psyker. So her actual relic will be the digital weapons. This will allow her to make one additional attack with a close combat profile. If it's a hit, the target suffers a mortal wound. The Melias psychic power is powerful knowledge, so she can select friendly infantry, Imperium infantry or biker unit within 12, and that unit gains a 5 up invulnerable save. But it has to be infantry or biker. And warlord trait, she's going to have Puritan, which will increase her invulnerable save to a maximum of 4+ for the Rosarus that she's currently having. She's going to be part of a Marine detachment, which turns this into a battalion. In narrative games, you are allowed to mix in the Imperium keyword. It does mean that I'm not going to have the special abilities of the Space Marines, the Doctrines, but it doesn't matter, because we're playing a narrative game. We've got Librarian with a force stave and a bolt pistol. He is going to be upgraded for another command point to a Chief Librarian from the Faith and Fury book, allowing him to have an additional psychic power. He is going to be my warlord. So what he is actually going to have the warlord trait of High Scholar of the Librarius, allowing him to select from, because I'm Crimson Fist, so I can then select from the standard book, and the other book is going to have Fortify, Iron Harm, yeah, it might be Iron Arm, and the other one that allows you to increase, I believe it's, you can rack and ruin. That's it. If a unit's in cover, you can try and mortal wound them. Backing them up is 3 units of troops. We've got a tactical squad with a power fist and a heavy bolter, 2 intercessor units, both with power fists. And we've got a razorback, stone bolter, and twin assault cannons. For a bit of heavy punch, we've got some Centurion devs. Standard layout of kit is the twin las, 4 heavy bolters, and all of them have the rockets in the chest. Going on to the Guard battalion, which has got this unit as well attached. We've got Commissar Lord and Captain, power sword, power bolt pistols, bolter, power swords. 3 units of Steel Legion infantry, 3 rockets, 2 plasma and a grenade in all of those. 2 of those squads are going to be riding in these chimeras. The chimeras themselves are going to have autocannon, heavy flame attract guards and rough terrain modification, or bulldozer blade as it used to be called. And then I've got a unit of Deathwatch. These guys are going to be aiming for enemy troop units to reroll the ones to wound. And then we've got a unit of 5 men, some power swords, power fists, and a frag cannon in there. They're going to be in the Inquisitorial Rhino with stone bolter and possibly rough terrain modification, whatever. You can add all sorts of narrative games to your forces. So that's the Imperial force. 2 command points already spent to upgrade the 2 leads, as it were. And as you can see, I've told you, they're coming from orc-held territory, being orc hunters as they are. I might have to use this army as a narrative game against your orcs one day, Ollie. Right, let's have a look at some Mechanicus. So unfortunately for me, Ollie's back on the channel. He is a bit nuts, and this is his 94 power level Mechanicus force.
Yep.
It was going to be a lot larger, but we've had to trim it down because he wasn't paying attention. Now, your HQs, you've actually got Belisarius Crawl as the HQ, but in this game is going to be known as 2876. He's also got a nickname of, is it Bender Bending Rodriguez, yeah. Mate? Yeah. So it's a bending unit. I'm not going to mention or comment on that. So we've got Call and 2 Dominuses. Are both Dominuses armed the same?
Pretty much. One's got this one here as a macro stubber.
Okay.
And this one's got the Serpentrix, the
right, okay.
Cavalier gun. This one's also armed with the Axe of Mars, the red axe, as his relic. And then we've got my infantry here. We've got 1 unit of Vanguard with 2 plasma culverins.
Yeah.
And we've got 1 unit of Rangers here with 2 arquebusts.
Yeah.
And then we've got another unit back here, 1 arquebust, 1 arc plasma. They've also got a Omnistrix as well, which basically means no cover saves for you.
From those guys, yep.
And then we've got some 5 infiltrators here,
yep.
to see as they come. And then, quite frankly, the best unit in the entire game, the Dragoons themselves, with Taser Lancers. And then we've got a Doomcrawler with Eradication Ray. And then we've got some mighty robots, all equipped to deal pew pew, maximum pew pew.
So heavy stubbers, gun weapons in the arms, data smith to lead them.
Well.
You are now. Are you going to use these as 2 separate to gain the extra command point?
Yep.
So that's basically he's going to have 2 detachments, the heavy one and the battalion. I can never remember what the heavy ones are called, or if it's a support or what. I have no idea. Right. What? So you've got the red axe, and of course he's your warlord, Belisarius, aka
Not Crawl.
Right, not Crawl, yeah, because these are going to be kind of bad guys at the moment. A bit of a civil war going on. So he's going to be having the one where it increases his range to 9, and of course he's got the.
Of course, we are Mars.
Yeah.
There's no point. There's no point not going Mars.
Yeah, +1, -1 as well, because you've got him in your force to your rolls, which is actually a pretty good one. Right, let's get set up on the table. So deployment wise, you have to set up to pretty much up to a third. So I have a Chimera with some guard infantry in, and I have a Razorback with the tactical squad plus librarian. So my warlord is on the tabletop. Over at the opposite side, because it's an odd deployment. If you look at the map, it's like a deployment zone that goes like that. At the opposite side, we've got all this put 2 units, 1 unit of Rangers, 1 unit of Vanguard down with a Dominus, and the rest of our forces are in reserve. This is going to be a very quick first turn, I think, personally. Right, so we basically rolled to see who goes first. I'm trying to be as careful as I can with the camera, because otherwise you get sick. Now, unfortunately, Ollie is using his Orc dice, because, yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They're not. Really horrible. Can never see what they've got on them.
Right, so you can see them.
You can't see them. Roll. Especially on camera.
It's 4.
Can't tell. It's horrible. What am I going to roll? A 4, so it's a draw, so we have to re-roll. So I'll go first this time. A 6.
6. Oh, 5.
And a 5. So, as the defender, at the end of the game, it's holding more objectives. I actually think I'm going to go second. Actually, no, I think we roll... Sorry, apologies. So we've just checked, there's no choice. It's whoever rolls highest has the first turn. So I have the first turn. The objectives don't start coming down until turn 2. So let's take you into Imperial Soup, turn 1. So at the end of the movement and psychic phase, that vehicle has kind of stood still. Troops inside. We're just basically going to see what all he's going to do. Waiting for backup and reserves, I think. I've moved this unit forward, full 12. I've also, the librarian got out and has run up next to the actual vehicle. He's cast Might of Heroes on that vehicle to give it a toughness of 8, pretty much. And we're going to open up some shooting. So we're going to have some Stormbolter and Assault Cannon into those units. So to start with, we've got a Heavy Stubber and Twin Assault Cannon. That's going to be blazing away into this infantry squad in the open here. So I'm playing Big Guns Never Tire for a command point, knocking me down to 10. The Inquisitor dice will be for the Stormbolter. I need 3s to hit. We've got no captains or anything like that in this particular game. It's going to be very different. Needing 2s to wound on these and 3s on there. So we've got a couple of fails. So we've got 1 normal armour save, which will be 4+, and then you've got 7 armour saves, which will be a -1, so that'll be 5+. Nope. 4 up save, nope, so he's lost a man, and then he's got 7 dice needing... How many have you got in your hand?
6.
You need 7?
Nope.
7 dice needing 5s.
No, that's
and again, 2. I can't tell what these are. So is that that's 2. A 5 and that's a 6?
No.
So 1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
So he loses 6 from the Vanguard squad. Right. I did fire the multi-laser in as well, killed another 2. That's a total of 8 gone from that squad. That's the end of my shooting and charge phases. All he's got to do a morale on these. They've got a leadership of 7, they've lost 8, so they're only losing 1, and whenever you roll on a dice, mate, it means the other one's going. So I don't know why you're rolling. They've all gone, Ollie. Yeah. Even if you rolled a 1, they have, unfortunately, all gone. So the Dominus has been left out on the wilderness. The Scutari around him have been slaughtered. The other Scutari look on, possibly trying to get a bead if they can upon some wily men. Right, let's go into Mechanicus, turn 1. As a bit of a side note, we completely forgot about his canticles. We've rolled them. Thankfully he didn't get the Shroud Psalm, but he hasn't got Call on the battlefield, so he can't actually modify him. So at the moment he's got Lineages of the Electromancer, which he needs to be in combat for, don't you? Yeah. And Chant of the Remorseless Fist. Rolls. Yeah. Yay! So he's doing well. Doing well on the first turn. Right, back into it. So we've had a look, some proper true line of sight coming in. Dominus has moved so I can't see him. We had a check at the Arquebus, and only one, this one here, could actually see which was the Chimera across the other way. It can't actually see, so I got a bit panicky, and I'm adding extra toughness to my guys, and I don't need it. So he's moved the rest of the unit up here. This one stood still, so he's now going to fire into the Chimera. So go ahead, sir, see if you can hit. You need a 3.
4.
3.
4, because I've got Omnispix, so you don't benefit from cover.
You need a 3 to hit, Ollie.
Oh yeah, I do, dare. I'm thinking of wrong army there.
I know you are. So it's a hit. Strength of the weapon. Right then, Ollie, you need a 4 up. It's a strength 7 weapon. 4 up to wound.
6.
So he's wounded. It's a -2, no benefits of cover. I need a 5. I got it. I got a 6. So the Arquebus fires at the Chimera. The reinforced shell of the Steel Legion bounces off. Right. That's it. That's a very quick turn 1. Oh, he got a 6. It does do a mortal wound because of the 6. We'll sort that out in a second. But that's end of turn 1. So let's go into turn 2. So I've rolled from my reserves. The objective has landed. It landed right in the front of my lines. We decided we're going to roll 1 dice each on that. The Razorback has shifted crossways, sideways to try and hit that Dominus. He is now being cast with Iron Arm again to increase his toughness to 8. Chimera rolled forward after disgorging its troops. These guys arrived from reserve. This has got my infantry plus 2 characters in it. Both of the Primaris Intercessors turned up from reserve, and the Rhino with the Inquisitor and Deathwatch also turned up from reserve. So the only thing still left in my army in reserve is my Centurion Devastators. But I'm going to have to watch out. He's got some tricky stratagems you can play. Like I said, we've already done the psychic phase. So now we're just going to go into some shooting. I don't have a lot of targets. They are just in range, so a frag missile is going to go towards them. 6 shots. 5s to hit though I had to move. So I get 3 hits. That's not bad. 4s to wound. 2 wounds Ollie, sir. So 2 saves of 3 up. Oh, both saved. Both saved.
Oh.
So no, he's chucking his dice. No more casualties on there. Into this one then, shooting at the Dominus. Off with the Stormbolter. 2 hits. I think that might be one wound. Assault Cannon's next. He is touching the base of the cover and it's between us, so we are going to give him cover for this. Needing 4s, I'm not spending a command point. Ooh, not very good. Needing 3s. We have 2. That's a different dice. So 2 wounds on him, sir, needing 2 ups.
Oh, 4 and a 5. A 4 and a 6.
So he's done, he's saved. Pretty good round there. Majority of my army turned up, but it does mean that Ollie has the opportunity to be able to reprise. I did no casualties. This big piece is blocking quite a lot of lines of sight across this moon. Should have had a look for a battlescape, but I completely forgot. Right. Ollie's turn 2. Right. The units are on. He didn't get that many units this turn, actually. A lot of Ollie's units are still in reserve. He's got another unit of infantry and the Dragoons have turned up. But everyone else is still not here. No, because he needed 4. We didn't use any command points. So these lads here, we've checked what they can see. They're actually going to go against the closest Marine infantry. So 2 shots there, Ollie. Your canticles mean you can reroll your 1s, because that's what he rolled this particular turn. So you need 2 shots, needing 3s, mate.
Rolling roll 4 and 1 in there.
Rolling 3s. Rerolling your 1s.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. 2.
Oh, about 2. So you've got 1 hit, so you need a 3 to wound.
4.
He's wounded, it's a minus of 2. Marine's in cover, but you've got that thing that ignores cover. Yep. So I'm going to need a 5. Failed. It's D3 damage from that weapon.
So 3.
So 3 would be a 2. I'll get the D3s out in a second, which takes out a Marine. Bonus next, firing Volkite Blaster into the Razorback. It's a heavy 3, needing 2s to hit. Stood still. Reroll the 1s. Nope, don't need it.
So we've got, but I've done a mortal wound.
Is it 6 to wound with a Volkite, not 6 to hit? It's a wound roll of 6, not a hit, so you need, your strength is 6, so you're going to need 5s to wound the vehicle.
Ooh, well, I've got
We
6.
did get a 6, so that's a mortal wound and a normal wound. There's no minus on the Volkite. And I didn't save, so I do lose 2 wounds from the Razorback. This unit is now going to fire into the Razorback as well, so it's 11 because of the rapid fire. It's 11 shots from his standard Ranger rifle. I can't remember what that one's called, but go ahead then, sir. 11 dice, needing 3s, re-rolling 1s. Still can't read these. Ooh, that's a good like for hits. He's going to need 6s to wound because of the increased toughness.
Ooh.
He's got 5 of them. Not too bad. 5 saved with a minus of 1, needing 4s. I saved 3, so another 2 damage on the Razorback. 1 shot from the arc rifle coming in. Oof. Oh, he misses. It's a 2. It's a shame on that one there. Right, any more shooting, Ollie?
Yes.
So these infiltrators, which managed to get down here, they're going to open fire into this infantry squad, and he's also playing Wrath of Mars. So 4 in range, making it 20 shots. Go ahead, sir. I'm not sure what you need to hit, actually. Threes. Re-rolling his ones. I can see about 4 ones. Oh, I think I can see 4 ones there. I'm not quite sure of these dice. Go on and give him a roll then, sir. Ooh, converted a couple of them into hits.
Open for a death
24 hits. He's going to need force to wound. Any 6s are a mortal wound. I'm not sure if it's an addition, but we'll come to that in a second. Oh, I don't think that's that cracking. So he's done 5 wounds, 2 additional mortal wounds because of Wrath. That wasn't that cracking. I'm not in colour, so I'm going to need 5s. And I saved 2 of them. So I actually lose half the squad, so 5 men go down. 5 dead. From the shooting, morale could be an issue, but Ollie is deciding he's going to charge. And I'm guessing you're going to charge those guys with the taser guards into the full strength squad.
Yep.
Right, we'll need some Overwatch, but you need a 9 to get in, so you might as well roll to see if you get in now, sir.
No!
What have you got? A 6. Now, it is a narrative game. You can spend 1 or 2 command points to reroll both 1 or both dice.
Tell you what, we're going to reroll both.
So he's going to reroll both. Taking him down to 5 command points left.
Come on.
Rerolling both dice. That's a 6, 7, 8. Oh dear, still not enough range. Right, we'll do the Overwatch off camera. So in the Overwatch, lost a man. I've done my morale for these guys. They actually passed. They needed a 2 and I rolled a 2. So I got a 7, so they're okay. Not looking good for Ollie on this particular turn. He's done a couple, killed a Space Marine and 5 guardsmen. And I've wiped a squad of his out and I've got majority of my assets on the table. Only 1 more to come in. Right, now we did the roll for that off the camera. This is going to be turn 3. So we'll roll for it on the camera. So I'm rolling this side, which will now be a 2, which is going to be here. And a 1, I believe. That will put it here. It does. It's going to put this next objective right here. So, synopsis wise, these guys managed to make it onto the table. Can't really see much. One of the Lasgannon guys can actually shoot over there. I'm just going to have to check the ranges for heavy bolters. Chimera winged round to try and lend some additional fire support into these. Lads got out of a Chimera at the Rhino. They're moving towards this objective if they can. And the Rhino itself hurtled forward. The actual objectives are going to range a 6 inch and you need to have nobody else within 6 of them. So that's quite a task. Razorback stood still. He's going to pump some fire. I've actually got a marker on him, but he hasn't got that marker. He's going to try and pump some fire into that infantry. Spent a command point on these. Moved the guy into coherency range. They're now 1 unit. So that is 1 squad. He's got out of the Chimera and then move. Order played. So they're hurtling up towards this centre piece here. And then the Space Marines themselves ran forward with the Librarian in the middle of a schmoz. Chimera stood still. It's probably going to lend some auto cannon fire into those guys. But first off, order. First rank fire, second rank fire. Onto the guard. They're going to fire everything. Frag missiles, crack grenade and las weapons into these guys. And the las weapons, because it's 18-inch rapid fire, that's a hell of a lot of shots. And it's played first rank fire, second rank fire being played. The amount of shots is this many. Needing 4s. The toughness of these infiltrators is only 3, so I'm going to need 4s. That's going to be 5. That looks like 10 wounds, 11 wounds on the infiltrators. 11 saves of 4 up needed. He's already got...
Nope.
So that's 2.5 infiltrators dead because they've got 2 wounds apiece.
Yep.
Then we've got 2 frag rockets coming in. 9 shots. 9 shots from the rockets needing 4s. That was a 4 before it rolled to hit. Freeze to wound. That's going to be another 3 wounds there, Ollie, from the rockets. 3 saves of 4 up needed.
Oh, only 1, so...
well, it's down to 1 last wound on that last guy. And I did declare crack rocket. There is a plasma gun. Crack rocket misses. Plasma gun then. Not overcharging. 1 hit. Needing a 2 because it's only... It failed! So the infiltrator is still in the game. I think the autocannon from the other side might try and finish him off. No hits! Ooh. Oh my gosh! This is going to be a difficult one to shift. So I'm going to do the Centurions now. Bit of split firing happening. The lead Centurion, this one here, he's not the sergeant but he's in front. He's going to fire his rockets and his heavy bolters into this squad. The guy behind him has not got range to that squad, so he's going to fire everything into that crawler there. And then he is going to put both his last cannons into them and his chest rockets into him. So, bit of a schmoz going on there, but hey ho. Going on this squad first. How many rockets? Because 2 chest rockets are coming into them. Oh no, we're not. Sorry, 2 chest rockets are going into the other one. I'll roll that again. 1 lot of chest rockets. There's 1. These are D3s. If you've not seen the gateway, my reports before, 1 to 3 on both sides. So I've got 1 shot with the rocket. So this is the heavy bolter plus 1 rocket into these guys, needing 2s because he outnumbers me, and that's my Crimson Fist rule. Any 6s on the heavy bolter will get extra shots. So it's quite a few misses there. 2 extra 6s, so 2 extra shots from the heavy bolter for an additional 1. I'm needing freeze to wound. Now normally get cover, but my sergeant is still alive, so I ignore his cover. So that's 4 wounds with a -1 on those there, Ollie. 4 saves, needing 5s.
2 saved.
So 2 of those lads go down. So a little bit of done off camera. The last cannon smashed into these, killed another 2. And he is definitely gone from the rockets in the chest. So I'm going to now go with these lads here. They're going to fire dragon firebolt rounds into these, meaning because they're in cover I get a +1 to hit. So I'm going to need 2s to hit. Ooh, that's a good job I've used them, otherwise it would have been 3 misses there. Freeze to wound. 3 wounds. Ollie is in cover, so he's got 3 more saves on these, needing 3 up. Oh my god, man, what's wrong with your dice rolls? I told you to get rid of these dice. Another 2 fall. That's 6 gone. Morale is going to be another issue for these lads here. So the Razorback now spooling up its weapons. It's targeting these. I don't know why there's an exclamation mark on it. It's got no special weapons. It's targeting the infantry squad that popped up. I am 5 models. He is 10 models in that squad. So I actually get a +1 to hit with these. So I'm going to be hitting on 2s with the assault cannon. And my bolters are going to be hitting on 2s as well. The red will be for the bolters. No 6s on the bolters, no additional shots. They all rinse. Wow, this is... It's a good job I've not got any sort of devastated doctrine or anything, isn't it? Needing freeze and freeze, actually, on all of them. So, 1 4-up save, which is saved because all is rolling before I get the camera done. I got 9 wounds with the assault cannon, so he's got 9 saves of 5 up to come. That was actually really good shooting there from the Razorback.
So I need my 6s, don't I?
Nope, you need 5s. -1. Right. I don't have Devastator Doctrine or anything like that because it's a mixed army.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are gone.
5 down. It's not looking good. 6 gone. Apologies, 6 dead. Oof. So both squads of Rangers are in dire straits at this moment in time. I've managed to get some good dice rolls to bring my guys on. Ollie's at the moment have yet to kick in, and his saving throws have been atrocious. He is using oak dice for Mechanicus, so it does look like he's getting a bit of a beating. Right, morale, my friend. You've lost 6 from this squad. Are you wanting to spend 2 command points and keep them there or not?
No, I was going to roll for them, see what
happens. Roll for him, see what happens. He's got a 4, so he loses 3. Because that would be 10 and you've got 7. Why are you taking your arquebus off? I have no idea. I'd keep one of them on. That's the unit you need to keep on there, sir. And same goes for the squad down there. Again, his dice betraying him. They've got lost 6.
5.
Oh, Jesus, 5! That would take it to an 11. Are you sure you don't want to re-roll?
No.
That would be all of them gone.
Yeah. It's not good for the Mechanicus.
Oh, he's just letting him die. He's letting the Mechanicus die. This is a very, very... Ooh, it's becoming one-sided. 80 power level versus 95, but he's going to get a chance now to bring some reserves on as we go into Ollie's turn 3. So, pretty much nearly everything left of Ollie's has turned up, apart from one of the robot units. But the Dragoons as well, they've ushered forward a little. That Dominus has just stayed still. I think he's going to try and hit me with some more shots. These guys have turned up with the Aegis Protocol in effect. He's trying to hide this as best as he can. And then Bender, aka Belisarius Crawl, with his Dominus friend.
You mean not Crawl?
Possibly Fry. Bender and Fry down here. Because it's within 6 inches of the table of your deployment, so effectively you can, there's a bubble that extends out a little bit there. All they did think about, because he did use 2 command points to +1, otherwise a lot of these guys would not be on the table. And he did think to himself maybe to infiltrate some, but he couldn't, because he wanted to try and see if he can save some for Wrath of Mars. It's a hell of an army associated against him, because I've picked him apart piecemeal, because he has turned up a little bit piecemeal, but I think maybe on the first turn turning up on 3 up might have helped you. But towards the end of turn 3 we'll find out where the 4th objective, I think if another objective lands in my section, then I think it might be game over, but we will see. We'll play the turn. Right then, Ollie, let's get some shooting done. So the Dominus has had a go at the Razorback, bounced off. This last arquebus is now going to fire onto the Inquisitor. So 1 shot then, sir. You need freeze, but you get a reroll because you're within 9 of core. So reroll.
No.
Oh man! Not only has his dice rolls have failed him a lot this particular game. Next shooter unit. Onagadun Crawler opening up next. Tactical Marines are the only thing within line of sight and range. Heavy D6 shots, sir.
2.
For 2. Wow. Needs freeze with rerolls.
They've hit.
2 hits. Strength 8. So you're going to need 2s to wound.
They've wounded.
They're wounded. The minus of it is 2, but I am in cover, so it's effectively a -1 on the tacticals. Needing 4s. 1. So 1 gets plucked. He's down. So Phosphor Blasters next. This unit is counted as moving on the tabletop. There's nothing to allow him to re-roll, so he's going to need, all these shots are going to need 5. He's got 9 shots per guy. And he's taking the terrain with him. Freeze to wound. Ollie's just chucking the dice down now, and none of them.
2 2s and a 1.
So all them shots, he got 3 hits and then no wounds against the Tactical Marines. He's not doing well at all on this. At all. This is not looking good, sir. Let's see. Are you going to try and get a charge off with these guys against the Tacticals, maybe?
Yes,
we'll have a look.
That, yeah.
So they tried to charge, needed an 11, didn't get it, did Overwatch shooting, took a wound off. He's not looking good. Oh, we're going to find out where the next objective is coming, because at the moment I'm pouring it on and he's not able to shoot me, to kill me. He killed a Tactical Marine with all of his reserves. No, it's not looking great. Right, so I'm rolling for this section. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's up there. Right then, Ollie, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. So it'll be in the centre. So the objective ends up here. There's a tactical squad, Razorback, several infantry units on its way. Ollie's looked at the situation and he thinks to himself, maybe not. maybe going against the Inquisitor's retinue forces to try and get these data caches might not have been a fantastic idea. We might continue this narrative story. Just having the Inquisitor go against his Mechanicus. Maybe the Mechanicus might send some assassins, maybe, or something, you know, after her. That might be a bit... I'll have a look, see what missions I can actually find. It didn't do very well for you there, Ollie, did it?
No. Everything came on late, and yours all came on at once almost. I couldn't do anything against it.
And there was no casualties on me.
No, I mean, you've lost 1 tactical marine, you've lost 5 guard, and that's it.
And 1 Primaris marine.
1 Primaris, that's it.
So I lost 2 Space Marines and some guardsmen. I didn't have a couple of wounds on some of the vehicles, but didn't do very well at all there, my friend. Maybe putting the Onager on turn 1, or I don't think the infantry, maybe that wasn't the greatest idea. Maybe be fast moving, because I put units in Razorbacks and Rhinos. Maybe those guys.
Oh, so I should get some new transports then?
No, don't get rid of those new transports, they're terrible, but maybe put those guys on the tabletop to begin with. And then change their protocols.
You also know that the new flyer is also a transport as well.
They are terrible, disgusting models. They are disgusting models. Well, thanks very much for watching, guys. We don't sugarcoat, we don't change games. If it's a bad one, it's a bad one. If it's a good one, it's a good one. I don't think Ollie's dice helped him very much in this game today. He's got a bit of a whooping. Maybe some choices in deployment might need to be changed as well. But yeah, all my army pretty much turning up, even though I'm a low power level. I still seem to have quite a lot of models here for 80 power level as well. Maybe we should have kept the Warglaves in.
Yeah.
That might have done something. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button if you want to see more. All of the Imperial army is painted by myself in various different stages. I do commission painting, so if you go over to rootstem.co.uk, or if you follow the links to the Facebook account as well, you can always ask me about my prices. I'm fair. Not as much as Den of an Imagination. I did check their prices the other day and they're quite insane. But but I'm fair. But hopefully another one should be out on Saturday for a painting video, and of course there's going to be more battle reports. Fingers crossed every Thursday, although it has been a bit haphazard over the holidays. Well, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.